Hi guys, it's Aaliyah Shamir back with another video, and I feel like this page has been so serious, and in real life I am not that serious, but I'm still figuring out what I want to do, but I also want to be honest with where I am because all those things are me. The emotion, the makeup, the outfits, it's all me. But right now I was inspired by this lady named Painted by Esther. You know, she's been doing all the beautiful brown women in Hollywood, and I love blush, as you guys can see. So I got inspired by Painted by Esther and this other guy named Gode Philip, and he's like Jamaican, but he's from the UK, and he'd be like teaching the baddies how to do baddie makeup, and he kind of takes the similar approach how Esther has the blush everywhere. She makes the black women look very ethereal, which I feel like I'm an ethereal black woman. And so I was inspired by that and one other look, and I'm gonna try my best to edit and add that in so that you could see the 3 looks that inspired me. But I hope you enjoy me doing my makeup bag. So as you can see, this page, it's like a mix of just who I am as a person, to be honest. One second while I get all my makeup stuff. I got
makeup, something I had to earn, but it's water in the morning and letting my body learn. This clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes. This is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back to myself. Feel it, that's a woman's glow. When I'm calm, it gets realer. That's a woman's glow. When I take my time, it's a light I don't chase, it's a light I find. The real glow comes from inside. When I don't need a proof, when I say no without guilt, and I still keep my peace. It's being kind, staying sharp. It's knowing what I allow. It's moving slow on purpose and standing solid now. I protect my energy. I don't pour it out for free. I keep my senses. That's a woman's glow. Not loud, but you can feel it. That's a woman's something I had to earn, but it's water in the morning and letting my body learn. This clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes. This is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back to myself. That's a woman's glow, not loud, but you can feel it. That's a woman's glow. When I'm calm, it gets realer. That's a woman's glow. When I take my time, it's a light I don't chase, it's a light I find. The real glow comes from inside, when I don't need a proof, when I say no without guilt, and I still keep my peace. It's being kind, staying sharp, it's knowing what I allow. It's moving slow on purpose and standing solid now. I protect my energy, I don't pour it out for free.
More snappy videos. I need to be my fun, crazy self, and like I have so many other sides of me, and I have so many gifts that God has given me. So I want to operate in every gift, and I just felt inspired, and I kept getting that push, and I was like, I won't have time, and I won't want to wear this makeup to church because it won't match my outfit, but I can do it tonight because Monday and Tuesday, Monday I'll be closing out school and getting ready for my new classes. Also, I cannot believe in a year I'm pretty much done. I'm done with my bachelor's and I'm making plans for my master's, and I'm probably gonna go and get my doctorate, and that is insane. I did not see that in Aaliyah's bingo card. Okay, so the big difference that I noticed with Painted by Esther is she does her blush before she does like the contour and all that type of stuff, and she does it all over. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna bring it over here, and I might dust it on my nose because that's what I see her do. And I'm gonna do the peach, and then I'm gonna layer with the pink in here. So wish me luck. I really hope this comes out good. If it doesn't come out good, no one will see it but me. But I doubt it'll come out bad. Like, I've been watching videos for the past week. That's what kind of pressured me into getting back on Instagram, because I was trying to Google, like, YouTube her, and I could not find her anywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep it over here. I'm not gonna put it on my nose. And as you can see, that peach is so freaking pretty, bro. One thing about powder, it really does make you look very airbrush. And that is so cute to me. It does all the work you need. And then after I did that peach Too Faced, this is the color Tequila Sunset. I'm going to go in with my Sephora palette, and I'm going to layer on top of that peach. Because as you can see, it's like still really light. And we want to make sure that it's bright. We want to make it have that real peachy, like we want to have that pink, all that type of stuff. We want to make it very, 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 very noticeable. So we're going to go in with this color, that pink right there. And you'll see it start to really pronounce. You see it? That is so pretty. And I know typically she uses more like a hot pink, and the reason why I'm not using a hot pink is because I don't have it right now. But I really still want to maintain my integrity of how I usually do my makeup, so I feel comfortable, but still experiment. This is so cute. But I know, like, I love blush. All right, so right now we have it like this, and don't worry, it's not gonna stay like that, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do is this MAC one. So this color is Natural Color 45. I'm so excited. I have so much energy. Okay, so today I went to, like, okay, so by my house we have these shops, and then sometimes like once a month or so they'll have like all these little vendors. And one Saturday after I was like volunteering at church, and we were like helping to fix like a rec center, I came home and I just wanted to like grab some brunch from my favorite place that is very affordable and good. And then I saw the little vendors, and one thing about Florida is we always got a vendor going on, like a street list of vendors. And I found this cookie place, and it was like these young black girls, and I was like, anytime I see young black girls, I'm like, I'm gonna support. And they let me test the cookie, and it was so good, and I fell in love. But I never got the name of the actual place that day, so I was like trying to Google it, find it everywhere, and I could not. And when I say I went pretty much every week trying to find those vendors, and I never found them. And so I just kind of Googled, because I was like tired of being in the house. I was like, I need to get out of here. I'm like, if I sit in my room, I was like in my room for a long time, I'm gonna get depresso espresso. So I was like, you know what, I need to go outside. So I Googled, and I was like, what do we have at this sector? What's going on in this area? And they said they were having vendors, and I was like, you know, I might get lucky and be able to be there when they're there. long story short, I did. And I just went and walked a long time because I've been getting my steps in. My body has been really overrun. So I haven't been like lifting a lot. I think I only lifted one time this week. But I've been walking every day for like almost 45 minutes to an hour. Pretty much every day. I miss one day. And so my goal is at least to reach 8,000 and eventually to average 10,000 every day. And I've been doing pretty good. So I was like, you know what? I can get my steps in. And if the cookies are there, I don't care how much money I get. I'm getting it. So I went there and thank God. And I was like to the guy, because it was a guy there at that time. I was like, do you guys know? You don't understand how long I've been looking for you. And he was like, for real? Well, we've been looking for you. I was like, please stop playing. Because if you was looking for me, I would have found you. But I got my cookies. I still didn't even touch them because and then I got some eggs for $9. They had a vendor that had like more natural. And I'm just gonna, typically I've been bringing my, you can say contour, but I call it like bronzer because I don't really contour like that. But I'm gonna shorten it because I've been bringing it too long. So I want to see how it looks if I shorten it. And then do a light nose. And I know Godet doesn't agree, but I don't care. So I'm changing the shape of my contour. As you can do, I'm doing like shorter looks. But I'm gonna see if I like it because right now we're testing stuff out. But yeah, so that's what I did today. And I got my eggs, I got my cookies, and I got some local honey because my allergies have been acting up. And if you have allergies, the best thing to do is to get local honey that comes from the actual land or city. See, that looks good. That looks way better than how I've been doing it. I know I like it. And then yeah, and I came home. Well, I went to my favorite brunch spot, got some brunch. And I got like a mimosa, and I think I'm just like gonna chill on the alcohol because I just got one little mimosa. I was struggling. It started hurting my stomach, and whenever I start getting like that, I just cut it out. I think it's time to like not even just do it for like entertainment, you know. I'm not even gonna yai. It's kind of hot. So there, you see that. All right. After, I'm gonna go in and kind of lightly brush in the nose, and I want to do it short because, like I said, it's kind of like how she's doing it. It's like the girls are looking like little black fairies. So I feel like fairies have little short noses. So you see why I did that instead of making it long. And then I'm just gonna go like that to do like a little button nose. You see the difference? Yeah. All right. And then I'm gonna go in with one more layer of my concealer on the top part, and this is in the color Toffee. And you see how I do light, just a light little tot. And then we're gonna do some right here. I'm not doing it under here because you see how light the foundation is. It already did its thing. And we're not trying to look like super beat. We're trying to look like a fairy. She was a fairy. So all I'm thinking is like fun, cutesy. And don't worry, I'm gonna go back in and touch up with more of the blush. I'm going to go back in and do that. Oh Jesus. Now I'm going, yeah, it looks kind of crazy. All right, so now we're gonna go into my favorite part, which is the baking portion. So what we're gonna do, I forgot it. 1 second. Bake. So I went and got this is the Banana Pro Filter, and this is just your loose powder. So what I'm gonna do is set, and I feel like I need to blend out my forehead a bit more because I'm not gonna do heavy like my usual look. I feel like it's really blended. So this is just gonna set. So the most dramatic part of the look is going to be the eyes. You want to tap it in. Tap it in. And why do I blow off the excess? Because you don't need all that. You do not need all that. So there's another thing that Godet Phillips does, and he layers his like setting sprays. I think I have some extra setting sprays. I'll just have to find them. But I'm not going to do that today. I think I'm going to test it out tomorrow and see if I like it. And what you're going to do, you're going to make sure that you're keeping that short. So you're just going to tap around your mouth. And the biggest thing is to make sure that you are making sure that you are tapping under the eye, because we are going to do some eyeshadow, but it's going to be very light. It's going to be very light, but you also don't want it to like mess up your under eye, so that when you wipe it off. Pretty. All right, now we got that done. She was a fairy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And because I can't help it, I'm bringing it down too much, but it's okay. When we go in at the end with the blush, everything's gonna be fixed. And remember, we're doing short noses, so we're staying up here or staying up here. See that? We're doing short button nose. We're doing a fairy nose. See that? You see that? That's what we're doing, okay? And you look crazy right now, but it's okay. Stick with me. It's a process, okay? So what we're going to do now, so the biggest thing that I loved about the look that I'm copying she went into the eye and she almost made it come out more, but she used like glitter and all that type of stuff. And then she outlined it with, sorry guys, she outlined it with like a brown around it, and then she kind of like put glitter. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to be mixing it. Sorry, 1 second, I'm making something. I don't know how these makeups just been finding feet and walking away. But okay, so what I was, oh, I have eyeshadow, I can do it with that. But what I'm going to be mixing it with, I want to do on the under eye, you know how I usually do black? I'm going to be doing like a blue. And I'm going to be using this blue right here, right there to do it. And we'll see how it looks. So right now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this white pencil. And I'm just going to be pulling it down like that. And then going in here. And you see how it does that? But it's not going to stay like this. And I need to make this a little bit sharper. See that? So it's not going to stay white like this. I'm going to be putting like glitter on it and all that type of stuff. But I just need to be able to find something to basically clean it up with. Or basically, this is the outline. And it does not have to be perfect. See that? I recommend using a very small brush. I mean, a very small mirror. And you know, your eyes are not going to be perfect, so don't even expect that. So we're just going to leave that like that for now. Then we're going to go under, I need a really small brush. We're going to go under the eye. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take, I'm going to use this bronzing color and just find your way to go around it. And you can bring it out. So what is that going to do? That's just going to create some form of shadow. And it's going to make it pop more. That is so pretty. And don't worry if some of it looks a little harsh in one spot. You're going to be able to clean it up. And then we're going to go on top. And we're going to follow that lash line. And usually I have on lip gloss, but I chose not to put it on because I really want the look to like pop. Actually, I might just put it on right now. I think right now is the appropriate time. Intermission. Okay, it looks really crazy right now, but it's all gonna come together. All right, so you're gonna, so we have it lined. So right now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be clearing up that extra powder. Because what I want to do, remember to go under. And you want to tap it in. Try not to be too hard. Sorry, I need to lighten this color. And then let me switch. Because I'm let me lighten it back up right here. It looks divine. My ears are ringing a little bit. All right, so now I'm just going to go in and set my face. I wish I had a liquid setting, but I don't. So what I want to do is go back in with a blush, and instead of going with peach this time, I'm just going to go fully into the pink and start tapping that in. You see how I brought back there. And then go over here, do the same thing, start tapping that baby in. And I'm not going to touch my nose with the pink. We're going to keep it right there. But the difference with this one, I'm going to put the pink up here. And it's going to kind of cascade down. It's okay if it looks a little harsh. That's why we blend. You see how it looks? Yes. We're going to go like that. Like so. Very good. And then we're just going to tap that out. So pretty. Pink is such a beautiful color. All right. So since we got the blush look, because the biggest thing about Painted by Esther is that blush. Now we're going to go in. I wish I had some like water. No, I need like a gold. Oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. So what she did, I'm trying to think what I should do first. I know what I'm doing. So we're gonna go in with the gold and pick your kind. But you want to make sure that it's not just being in the corner. You want to pull it down to where that eye look was. And so this eye cooperated a little bit better than this eye. So I'm just going in to draw that back in. And then I'm going to go in with that one. Go back in with that gold. Go back into that eye. And that's what we're working with. So you can see how it looks. Okay, good. And then, so now we're going to go into that blue that I showed you right there. Use this very skinny brush. Blow off the excess. And this is about to be hard, but we're gonna go in and do it. And we're gonna just go under the eye. And I'm hoping, I got some blue in my eye. I'm hoping that the water from my eye makes it get like sticky, because I need this color to pay off. I had a blue liner, right? I don't know where it is. And the color's not paying off. It's washing off. I cannot believe that happened. Let's see, is this one it? I had a blue liner, guys. I literally had a blue liner. And somehow it got away. Alright, so we're just going to keep trying really hard with this. Oh, there, it's coming out. Alright, so we just have to focus a bit. And I even got some of my tear duct. I don't know if you can really see it. Alright, now we're going to go into the other eye. Why did the other eye do it easier? So that's how it's looking. I don't know if it's too bright for you to actually see it. Okay, that kind of... Ooh, looking in directly into that while stuff is in your tear duct, don't do that. I do not recommend. And as you can see now, I have blue tears. It's not that it hurts. My eye's just trying to clean itself out. Because I got it really deep into there. It's okay. So I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit. And then I'm just go back in. Ooh! You know what I'm doing while I wait for that to kind of go in? I'm going to just tap my face because there's such a harsh line on my cheek. And I don't like that harsh line. But it's cute. Woo! Alright, let me see if I can dry it out a little bit more. Because I'm loving this eye. It's the other eye that's blowing me right now. It's blowing mine. Do. That's the best you can do. Oh, but that actually looks good. Let me go in. So instead of doing the actual like the under eye like I used to do with the black pencil, because I don't have the actual pencil, I'm just gonna go under the actual line. So on my actual skin, so that can stop that, but I still have the payoff and it looks very beautiful. All right, so since I did that, now I'm about to go in and I'm going to do my eyelashes. So take your time with this because you don't want to mess up. And I know y'all are probably wondering, like, why aren't you putting highlighter? Don't worry. I'm going to be putting a mix of colors together. I think I'm going to do, like, a gold and then, like, white. I'm going to mix the gold with white together. Because I want to look like a fairy. Yeah. That is crazy. I need to stop saying that. Please, Lord. But, yeah. This is so fun. But it's much, like, I don't know if it's harder or, like, just complicated, per se. I mean, I have to wear this at, like, an event or something. Like, something that's, like, this is, like, if you're going to carnival or you're going somewhere where you do, like, some fun makeup. You want to stand out. But every day I would not wear this. And this, honestly, if I had an actual blue pencil and a blue liner like I used to have, it would have been much easier. But we still got the look that we wanted. We still got that blue under eye. And like I said, I'm combining multiple looks together. That was inspired by. I was inspired by all things in one. All right, there. So we did the liner. We did the eye area, and we don't want to put too much on your under eye because I do want that blue to come through. And I'm actually going to go under one more time to like kind of get more of that blue payoff under the eye. And then I want to try to emphasize. Okay, there, we're good. All right, so since we got those done, the last touches is going to be the lips, the eyelash, and the highlighter. But I want to do the highlighter last. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the lashes, and I'm going to do dramatic. So I'm going to do the ones that I did last Sunday. And these are beauty supply lashes. Now, I always get my eyelashes from the beauty supply. That's where you need to get your lashes. They have good prices and they have a lot of variety. And anywhere else, they overprice for like very basic lashes. So what we're going to do, I always have a problem figuring out which one. I think this one goes like this. And you kind of have to test it. Let me see if it looks better over here. No, it goes over there. All right. I did get a little bit of glue. Okay, I want to move this down a little bit more. So like have it down here. Okay, so the glue. I need more glue. Lord. This is like, I think we're at 43 minutes. It's crazy how long makeup takes. there. Right there. And I think no, the nose looks good. Yeah. So I have the cute little button nose. All right, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do the highlighting. So I always use a small brush, and I'm gonna go in first with the gold. So what I want to do, I want to do it over the pink under my eye, just a little bit. I don't want to disappear. I want to do it at the top. I want to do a little button in the middle, and I want to do it here. And I want to make sure it's bright. Usually I don't have it that bright right there, but we're gonna do it bright. Then we're gonna wipe off the lip, and then we're gonna go right here on this cute little nose. Right? Why did I say the cupid's bow? Then we're gonna go here, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, just get it in there. It doesn't matter if it looks ashy right now. The thing about having these big lashes, they start to like itch your eye. Not itch your eye, but the hair starts hitting at the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this big brush, and it's kind of scary to do that. I just blend that out. And then we're just going to use our finger to kind of barely blend this part out. So I want it to be like that. Yes. That's what I saw her do. And then we're just going to use our finger to blend it into the pink to make it look like it's like glistening from the pink, you know? And you just do that, and then do that. And you want it to look fierce. So then I'm gonna go back in. On top of that, I'm gonna mix the gold and the pink together and just go crazy on here. Lightly brush it in. Like that. Then we're gonna go back in. We're gonna go back in on top of that and put the pink back on top. And then lastly, for all the highlighting stuff, I'm gonna go in with white. This white right here. And just kind of tap that in. Tap that in. And then I want to put it on here, here, here. And then over here. And then a little bit right here. And so what we're going to do after we get all of that, we're just going to start blending it in with this brush. This one doesn't have to be perfect because we're just going to layer it, have like more of a like, it's supposed to be a little ashy, I'm not going to lie. So if it's ashy, that means you're doing it right. All right, good. All right, so we see how the nose is like feisty. We see the pink, we see the blue, we see it all. Because she was a fairy. Say that one more time, girl. I'm fighting. I'm going to fight myself if I say that one more time. Now we're just looking for brown. To overline the lips, what do? We overline the lips. And this is an espresso, but not depresso art show. So just lining the bottom. And you want it to be dramatic. So you want to do it as dark as possible. And then you want to go at the top. That's how we're looking right now. That's so pretty. It's not even, that's so pretty. No, it's not, girl. Not yet. Then we're going to go in with a Kiko. You need your most dramatic pink one, okay? Because that's I see the signature is the blush, the highlighting, and the lips, okay? So you need to make sure you have like the most brightest, pinkish one. I wish I had a pinker one, to be honest. And what I saw her do, which is what I'm going to try to mimic. Oh, I forgot to touch up your eyebrows, you know? I saw her kind of have like this darker pink on the outside. So I have this Kylie one that I think is kind of similar to it. Let's see if it looks. Yeah, and then we're just going to do it right there. Remember, just tap it in. And then you can kind of rub it. Okay, doing too much. See how that looks? And then I'm going to just go back in. Don't ever rub your lips together. If you feel like you need to blend more, just kind of like touch it with your fingers. Okay? But I observed her do that. So what I'm going to... Oh, that's not the color. I'm going to go back in the middle with the Milano Kiko, that pretty kind of like mauve... Not mauve, kind of like skin tone pink one. Don't know what I'm saying. Just follow what I'm doing. Tap it at the top. Go like this. And don't worry. This is all going to come... The more dramatic and crazy, the better. Okay? You got to look crazy. This is not to be safe. This is to... Fairies are not real. So you have to do something that is totally opposite of what you would typically do. Okay? So we got the liner. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off this. And as you can see, I have a kind of cast. So what I want to do... This cast is blowing me. But what we're going to do, we're going to go back in. And we're going to put the contour, because anywhere that you didn't get to actually touch, you're going to warm it up. And that's going to get rid of that like Michael Jackson look. I've been watching too much Michael Jackson stuff. I'm over here looking like him, child. That did not look right. All right, so we're just going to tap it in. And we're going to go along the hairline to add some warmth to your actual face, because right now I'm very cool. So we just need to warm the face up. It's nothing major. Nothing that a little bronzer couldn't fix. I'm like obsessed with this look. I kind of wish I was going somewhere. Dang, this look is like beat. But I did my one activity for the day. Like, I am not a social butterfly anymore. Aaliyah's officially getting older. This look is giving... I'm sorry, but it is. It's so cute. Like, I would never wear this normally, but it is so cute. I love it. It makes me look like a fairy. Yeah, it was a fairy. Yeah, it was a fairy. And a nanny, They're like, what kind of Christian is this? Mind your business. Did you guys for my sister, dog? Her, only he can check me, boo. All right, we're doing too much. The fairy's like taking over me. All right, so now we're gonna go in with our Sephora. And this is a lip plumper, so if you already have big lips and you don't want to big it up no more, don't do it. Just do a regular gloss. You see me? Bigger is better. So I'm tapping it in. And I love how, you see how I share? Because when you're trying to be a fairy, everything has to be share. Everything has to be share, my love. Oh my God, that's so pretty. And I'm over here wearing my, this is the look. Yes, this is a beautiful. I don't care if nobody else likes it. I love it. It is so pretty. Oh my God, it's so pretty. And my eyes are crying a little bit. It was a whole under eye stuff. So one thing I got from this is make sure that you have an under eye liner. And then I would just say a liner in general. I like how it looked, but I feel like if I had a liner that really like held there and then I just used like something to spray the brush and then tap it into what I drew out, I feel like that would have really elevated the look more and made that more sharp. Another critique that I have is I would recommend doing like a darker color to outline what you did when I carved out my eye. But other than that, I love the blush color. I love everything else. I love the lips. I love everything. It's so pretty. Like, it's giving very much she was a fairy. Like, so I was inspired by multiple looks. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys comment, like, share, subscribe, please, and tell me what you want. So Sundays, my plan is to do like some type of makeup look, get ready with me. Sometimes I'll put a word in, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll just talk about stuff that I'm looking at. And then on, why am I saying Sundays? Tuesdays is gonna be like makeup day. Like, it's gonna be me doing something with some makeup. And sometimes I'll be talking about spiritual, sometimes I'll be just doing this, being like, oh, I'm inspired by this. Then Fridays is gonna probably be like our story times, our deeper talks and stuff like that. And I have so many stories. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. I kind of want to go in between like happy / like deep, because we don't say that. We say like something that's a funny story and then something that's more like touching to the heart, like overcame, you know. And you know, let me know if y'all like this look. Ah!